I've been an investor in ZIM for a little over 8 months, and I decided to sell all my shares. It's been a good investment. I really like the company, but I wanted to take the profits and take some risk off the table. My portfolio is doing really well this year, and I always knew that I was going to hold ZIM for a short period of time. I didn't see myself owning the stock for 5 years or so. I wanted the stock to recover, which it did so, and I'm walking away with a nice gain. I'd like to take you through and share with you why I invested in ZIM and now why I'm selling and the profits I'm taking. I still think ZIM's a great company. All the shareholders that still own ZIM, I really wish you the very best. I think there may be more upside in the stock. I'm deciding to sell my shares because I want to reduce the risk in my portfolio and I really want to concentrate my capital into fewer stocks. And that's primarily the reason. But let me take you through looking at the fundamentals of ZIM. I'll take you through the profit that I made on this particular investment. The stock price over the last 5 years for ZIM has been a roller coaster. The company, before the supply chain issues happened a few years back, really rallied. It went up 600% in value. So shareholders really had a windfall. Then, when the shipping rates really collapsed, the stock really faded, and a lot of short sellers came into the stock to the point where the stock was oversold and I believe discounted far too much. It sold off close to 92% drawdown. What a drawdown. So to me, that really presented an opportunity to go into a stock that I felt was being unappreciated and being sold off. And I was right in that conclusion where the stock really rallied up. Now, I didn't get a 242% gain from trough to peak, but I did buy enough shares in low periods of time in order to recognize a really nice 50% gain over 8 months. So if I annualize that, it's about a 75% return on investment if I annualize it. So overall, it was good to see that the excessive drawdown on this one stock went too far, and I was able to capitalize on it. ZIM is a small cap stock. It's $2.45 billion in market cap, not too big, and the revenue is quite high, 6 billion. The company has a forward P of just 2.3. Isn't that incredible? And they pay a nice dividend. The one thing I didn't like is when I would be paid dividends from ZIM, the Israeli government would deduct some of that dividend. So I wouldn't get the full value of that dividend. The price of the stock is being sold at a premium, according to analysts. Now, I still think that ZIM is discounted if you look at the intrinsic value of the company. In fact, I still think it's severely discounted because they produce good free cash flows, and I don't think the cash flows are going to dry up. And the earnings per share is very good as well. Needless to say, I have a very broad portfolio of stocks, and I really wanted to concentrate my position in my portfolio into fewer stocks. So I decided to sell ZIM and eliminate that from my portfolio. I think it's a terrific little company, but it is a little risky. It's outside my home country, and shipping can always have lower rates in the future, and then that would cause the stock to really dive. So I'm taking a 50% gain, and it's about an $8,836 appreciation that I cashed out. I invested $17,672 and sold for $26,508. This was over the course of 8 months. And again, if I annualize it, it's well over 75% return, and I'll take it. I'll go ahead and bank that gain and put the money into other stocks. The stock market is really rallying today. Today is September 19th. My portfolio is just doing great. ZIM today went up 6%. So I didn't participate in that, but that's just the way things go. So that's my start to finish review on ZIM from the time I decided to invest in it. I held it for 8 months and then I sold at a nice gain. It's really nice when a stock really recovers well. That's been really oversold. And I continue to look for stocks like that to take advantage of them. Overall, I'm a long-term investor and I try to hold stocks for a long time, but this one was an exception. I'm glad I took advantage of it. I really appreciate you watching. If you can consider being a paid member, I'd appreciate that. You get access to some of the tools that I use. You get access to an investor call that I hold every week. Please consider it, and more information will be on the description of the video, as well as on my channel. Thanks again for watching.